All right, let's jump right in. What if I told you that you're not just living in the universe, but that the universe is actually living through you? Today, we're going to dive into this single, huge idea that connects all of us to the farthest stars and the very beginning of everything. Now, this isn't some new agey thing. It's an idea that the great astronomer Carl Sagan captured so beautifully. He said, "We are a way for the cosmos to know itself." I mean, wow. But what does that actually mean in practice? Let's unpack that, shall we? Okay, so at its heart, the idea is pretty simple, but believe me, the implications are absolutely staggering. It's this: you are not just a tiny speck in the universe, you are the universe, having an experience. So, to really get this, we've got to go back. I mean, way, way back. Because our story, your story, it doesn't just start the day you were born. Nope. It starts at the very beginning of time. Every single part of you, I'm talking your bones, your breath, the thoughts in your head, it's all a direct product of the universe's long and pretty dramatic history. You are, and this is the crazy part, you are literally a walking, talking piece of cosmic history. Just think about the sheer scale of this journey for a second. It all kicks off with the Big Bang, right? Then, for billions of years, stars are born, they live these incredible lives, and then they die in these massive explosions. All of that stardust eventually clumps together to form our planet. Every single one of those steps, over 13.8 billion years, was absolutely necessary for you to be here listening to this right now. And this is where it gets really personal. This isn't just some poetic idea. It's literal. The calcium that makes your bones strong, forged inside a dying star. The iron carrying oxygen through your veins right now, that was the final ash from a star's core. And the carbon, that's the very foundation of your cells, that stuff was scattered across the entire galaxy. You are, without a doubt, made of stardust. Okay, so if we're fundamentally connected to everything, if we're made of stars, why on earth do we so often feel, well, separate? This, right here, is the great illusion of our daily lives. And that's the central question, isn't it? We feel like we're trapped inside a body, looking out at the rest of the world. We feel like an I that's totally separate from a you or a tree or a planet. So, where does that feeling come from? Well, the answer really lies in what a lot of thinkers call the ego construct. You know, it's that story we start learning from the day we're born. The story that we're this isolated self, this person inside a bag of skin, just trying to navigate a world that is fundamentally not us. And look, it's a useful illusion for surviving, for sure, but it's an illusion all the same. So on one hand, we've got the world as we're taught to see it. Just a big collection of separate things, right? It's me versus you. It's us versus them. It's humans versus nature. But the other perspective suggests a much deeper reality. Think about it. A wave isn't really separate from the ocean. It is the ocean, just taking on a temporary shape. A leaf isn't separate from the tree. It's a direct expression of the tree. And well, so are we. The philosopher Alan Watts just nailed this idea. He said that we don't come into the world like a visitor from somewhere else. No, we grow out of it in the exact same natural way that an apple grows on an apple tree. We're not a thing. We're a process, a happening of the universe itself. And this brings us to what might be the most incredible part of this whole story. It's not just that we're made of the universe's stuff. It's that our consciousness, our awareness, plays an absolutely crucial role. I mean, just think about it. For billions and billions of years, galaxies swirled, stars exploded, all in this epic, silent, unobserved drama. But then, something amazing happened. Life evolved. And with life came senses. And through our eyes, the universe finally gets to witness its own incredible beauty. You could almost see evolution as the universe's grand experiment in self-discovery. It's this long, slow, messy process of trial and error. It goes from simple molecules to complex organisms with senses, and then finally to beings like us, with minds that can actually sit here and wonder about the whole process. We are, in a very real sense, the universe's way of thinking about itself. Okay, so this is all a pretty fascinating idea, right? But what does it actually mean for us day to day? How does having this cosmic perspective actually change the way we live? Well, the answer is, it changes pretty much everything. First off, it can totally dissolve the fear of death. I mean, if you think you're just a temporary wave, of course you're going to be terrified of crashing on the shore. But if you know deep down that you're the entire ocean, then death isn't an end. It's just a transformation. You're returning to the whole, ready to become something new. Second, it inspires this incredibly deep compassion. When you look at another person, you're not seeing a stranger, you're seeing another expression of the very same universe that you are. And from that perspective, hurting someone else, well, it's kind of like a form of cosmic self-harm. Compassion just becomes the only thing that makes sense. And third, it totally re-enchants the ordinary world. All of a sudden, those mundane moments become profound. That feeling of the sun on your skin, the taste of a fresh apple, the sound of rain. These are no longer just your experiences. They are the universe experiencing its own textures, its own flavors, and its own sounds through you. So where does all this leave us? If we are the universe, what's our role in all this? It leaves us with this incredible responsibility to just embrace our brief, unique, and absolutely beautiful existence. Your life isn't insignificant because it's temporary. It's intensely precious because it's temporary. You are a unique, one-time only vantage point for the entire cosmos. There has never been, and there will never, ever be, another you. And this perspective just flips the whole question of purpose right on its head. The goal isn't to go out and find some purpose somewhere. The purpose is inherent in the fact that you are here at all. And this brings us full circle back to Alan Watts one more time. He said, you are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. You're like a little window, an opening that the entire cosmos gets to look through to discover what it is. So, what's your ultimate purpose? It's not to become something you're not. It's to be yourself as fully and as vividly as you possibly can. To feel, to learn, to love, to mess up, to create. Because when you do that, you are fulfilling your cosmic function. You are the universe, living.